I want to talk a little bit today about draining the swamp. One of my favorite swamp drainers is Ric Grenell. Ric Grenell is the ambassador to Germany. His confirmation was fought by the Democrats because they knew who he was and what he would do. Whenever they fight somebody, you know that person's a good person. He was nominated in September of 2017 and he was confirmed in April of 2018. The vote was 56-42. It's pretty much down party lines. But so that tells you that he is the right person for the job. In February of this year, he was named to be the acting DNI, Director of National Intelligence, which was a move that really pissed the Democrats off. But one of the people that he hired as his advisor is Kash Patel. If you don't know who Kash is, Kash was an investigator working with Devin Nunez when Devin Nunez was doing all of that investigating into the Russian hoax, the Russian collusion delusion, and turned up a lot of information that we would have known a lot more than we do had it not been for Adam Schiff, who was put out his own version of the lies. And so I think people got confused. I don't know why, because Adam Schiff is a known liar, but it took Devin and Kash a long time to do all of this investigating and find all this stuff out. Well, they did, and their report was published, and their report turned out to be right. It just took a while for the IG report to come out that proved them right. But Kash was and is an excellent investigator, and he was in the forefront of that entire investigation. If you don't have it, I would encourage you to buy Lee Smith's book on something. The title is something about taking down an American president, but you can Google it, you can find it. He wrote an excellent book about all of this, and the book goes obviously into details as to how they found out what they did and who they had to fight, which was not surprisingly establishment Republicans, but they did manage to get their memo out there, and it was a very, very powerful and very useful tool. But so that is who Ric Grenell has hired to help him with his investigations. And just today, I found out that the State Department IG was fired after an investigation turned up his mishandling of documents. This is very interesting, and this is very key. Now, he'll be here for 30 days, but Ric Grenell, I'm sure, is behind his firing. Ric Grenell is also the one who unmasked the unmaskers and made sure that list got out there of who did that, which of course we know had Joe Biden's name on it as one of the unmaskers. And you have to ask why. He requested that General Flynn's name be unmasked like 12 days before the inauguration. He was headed out the door. Why did he need this information? You're not going to find this question in the press. But also, just today, we find out that Ric Grenell has made an announcement that the FBI will no longer be giving the intel briefs that are based on terrorist threats to the candidates. Now, once you have a Democrat candidate and a Republican candidate for president, they both get briefed. The FBI is no longer going to be doing that because of Ric Grenell, which means obviously the FBI is tainted. We all know that. But it also means, I think, that he doesn't trust Christopher Wray. And that is going to be a huge deal. My opinion, I don't think the president will fire Chris Wray until after he's reelected. But this president tends to do things regardless of political ramifications. So not sure what's going to happen, but keep your eye on Ric Grenell. He is draining the swamp. And that is probably not all I'm going to say about that. Thank you, and have a good day.